Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to another edition of What's in the Bag, Jay? Now, this is the edition that I have 6 movies from my collection, and I throw their pieces of paper in a bag, which is this bag right here, custom made. Probably going to have to make another one. And I draw out the winner, I watch it, and do a review for you. Now, as of last week, Final Prayer got 3 votes, so it's back. Count Dracula got 3 votes, so it's back. And Private Parts was actually the winner with, I think, 5 votes, so it's definitely back. I'm still a little under the weather, guys, bear with me. So I picked out 3 more movies. Dr. Hackenstein, Drive-In, and Cell 213. So you know what happens now. We take all these pieces of paper, we throw them in the bag. Shake up the bag. Give it a good little tussle. And the winner is Drive-In, which is this movie. So I'm going to be watching this and doing a short review on it. Just remember, keep voting for your favorites, because they will make it back in. And the law of averages says it's got to work, so I got to pick them eventually. So keep voting for your favorites, guys. I'll be back shortly. Peace. Alright, I'm back. Just watched Drive-In, and here are my thoughts. Now, Drive-In is a 2000 film, which runs approximately 80 minutes, and is written and directed by Charles Debus, or Charles Debus. I'm not really sure which one. Now, he's had several acting credits, several directing credits, producer, writer, stuff like that. He did act in a movie called Personal Best, which I believe is about a marathon runner, if I'm not mistaken. And it has one of the Hemingway sisters in it. Now, this film stars Brenton Early as Billy. Now, Billy is a mentally handicapped teenager who is huge. I mean, he's like 6'4", easy, 6'7", somewhere in that vicinity. I mean, he's just huge. And his mom is a councilwoman for the city. She basically is never around. She owns this townhome or condo site right by a drive-in movie theater. The drive-in always plays horror movies, and they're always playing trauma movies, but I'll get into that in a few minutes. Now, you find out that Billy always sneaks out of the house and goes and sits in the playground where the drive-in is and watches these horror films. Come to find out that he has a mental illness, which after he hits puberty, he is more likely to commit, I guess, murder or whatever. I don't know exactly. It didn't make much sense, but, you know, it is what it is. Now, of course, this is a grown man with a young face. I could kind of buy this because my nephew actually is 13 and is 6'4", so... and it amazes me every time I see him. Kid's huge. But, what happens is he keeps watching these trauma movies on the drive-in from his window in the basement where they keep him locked up, which is not very nice. But he eventually breaks out and starts committing murders based on what he sees on the screen. Now, this movie is very heavy-handed with a social platform. That platform is and it's mentioned several times throughout the movie. It's more likely if you see bad things, or if you see horror movies, or violent video games, or so forth and so on, that you're more likely to commit murder, or you know, you guys notice me. I'm sure, being horror fans, you guys know what's going on. But it's a little heavy-handed with that. Almost preachy at times. That kind of bothered me a little. Now they're constantly playing Troma movies in the drive-in. I guess the director had a deal with Troma to use clips from all of his movies, and I did recognize a few of them, and there was a lot of them there. I thought that was kind of interesting, but it's kind of a bad thing when the movies that you're playing on the screen are better than the movie that you're watching. Usually not a good thing. Now, I didn't hate this film. It definitely has a lot of problems. I will say some of the shots in this film were really good. The guy definitely has potential as a director, no doubt about that. And I did like some of the kills. I mean, who would have thought death by nacho sauce would have been so entertaining? But yeah. Now there is another cut of this. The UK cut is cut by 7 seconds, and basically what they cut out of that is a knife going across a woman's bare chest. So not really much different, and I don't really know why they cut it out, but you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna give Drive-In. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna give it a 6. I'm almost torn between 6 and 6.5. It definitely has potential, um, and I'm still not quite sure how I feel about it. It has some really good kills in it, some really good kills, and the movie, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally funny, made me laugh quite a few times. Still not sure whether they meant to or not, but like I said, it is what it is. So, guys, definitely, I don't know if I can really recommend this one, but definitely vote for what you want in there next week. I know Private Parts has gotten a lot of votes, and Final Prayer and Count Dracula, and if you want any of the other films, Cell 213, I believe it was, and Dr. Hackenstein, definitely vote for them. 3 or more votes gets it put back in the drawing for next week, and who knows, maybe you'll pick a better movie than I just did. So, but yeah, that is the end of What's in the Bag, Jay, episode 2. If you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.